So do you ever think sometimes, man, my tone really sucks and I don't know what to do about it? Well, I've got some simple, easy tips and tricks that you can leverage to improve the tone of your guitar. Let's go from the most obvious to the most subtle. All right, this trick is probably the most obvious, and that is the pickup selector switch on your electric guitar, assuming that you have more than one pickup. That can radically change the tonal quality of your guitar. So this guitar has two humbuckers, so it has a three-way switch with a coil split push-pull knob here on the tone knob. So let me just run through the basic sounds here so you can hear how different this guitar can sound. First up is the neck pickup. Let's try the middle position, both pickups. Let's try the bridge pickup. Yeah, between the neck and the bridge, it's massive, isn't it? All right, let's try the coil split. I'm going to go with the middle pickup or selector position on this guitar. Just those four selections, they're all really different. And you know, even with distortion, the pickup selection really comes through. Here is a distorted tone with the neck pickup. Here is the bridge pickup. Very, very massive. Another easy and obvious technique that I don't see a lot of guitarists utilizing is the use of the tone knob. Again, if your electric guitar has one. A lot of guitarists feel like you need to leave the tone knob turned all the way on or all the way up, if you will, to get the, quote, best quality tone. But I'm here to tell you that you can really leverage the tone knob to your advantage to really craft what you're looking for. So if I leave the tone knob all the way up, I'm going to go ahead and get the brightest sound I can get from the neck pickup or any of the pickup combinations. Now, if I turn the tone knob all the way down, check this out. Yeah, it's really, really muddy. But what if we go for something in between? And this is what I really like to do. I'll run that tone knob at about maybe 60 to 70%. You're still getting treble sounds in there, but just not as much. And when it comes to the bridge pickup, rolling off that tone knob a little bit can really tame the harshness that you sometimes get from a bridge pickup. Again, you still get the highs, but the harshness begins to go away. And the tone knob can come in very handy when you're playing a distorted lead or power chords or something like that. If I roll the tone knob all the way down on either the bridge or the neck pickup, let me get that right, you'll hear kind of a massive difference. So here's the bridge pickup, tone knob all the way up. All the way down. That's crazy, isn't it? Let's check out the bridge pickup, or the neck pickup. One of my favorite techniques to do or to use is to put the pickup selector in the middle when I'm playing a lead and turn the tone knob all the way down. And on many of my guitars, I'll get this really cool kind of mid-range honk. Let's get a little more subtle. I've got 4 guitar picks here. 4 guitar picks here. There we go. And although it is a lot more subtle than swapping out pickup selectors or the tone knob, the type of guitar pick you use can make a fairly significant difference on the tonal quality of what you're playing. So here is a Jim Dunlop kind of pinkish purple pick. It's kind of what I would call a medium heavy gauge, and it has material that creates a very sharp sound. Not a bad sound at all, but if I swap this pick out for a Jim Dunlop jazz pick, which has it's much thicker, it's a different kind of material, and it has a rounded tip. Let's listen to that. You can hear there's that high frequency is not as sharp. Here's the pink purple pick. The other thing about different types of picks, it's not only the tonal quality, but it's also the feel of the pick. One of the things I really like about this Dunlop pick with a rounded tip is that it just kind of, for me at least, it slides and glides off the strings very easily, which for me has a really good feel, in addition to the tone shaping quality in and of itself. The next tonal shaping tip is simply this. Your fingers. Your fingers have a very different tonal quality from a guitar pick. Now, what I like to do with my fingers is grow out the nails on my picking hand. For me, it's my right hand. I don't want them super long. I'm not a classical guitarist. I don't want to put, nail hardener or whatever on my nails. I just want my natural nails, but just to stick out a little bit so I can get a little nail attack along with the flesh of my finger. Granted, using your fingers as opposed to a pick, it's not only a different tone, it's a different technique, right? Nonetheless, I think it's a really great thing for guitarists to learn how to use both fingers and picks, both from a technique and a tonal perspective. The next tip you can use to really sculpt the tone of your guitar is simply how close or far away you pick from the bridge. The closer you pick to the bridge, the sharper the tone will be. The further away you play from the bridge, the mellower the tone will be. Yeah, it's very interesting, and I find myself playing closer to the neck than to the bridge most of the time because I feel like I get a fuller sound. I'm exaggerating now, but you get the picture, right? It's a fuller frequency sound. Now, I'm not saying my way is the right way. I'm just saying my way is the way I personally prefer to play. I've heard other guitarists, some of whom are amazing, who play very close to the bridge, and they get very full, awesome tones. So your mileage may vary. Now, one other thing to consider on this positioning of where you're picking is don't be afraid to pick over top of the neck. It can give you some very interesting bell-like or harp-like tones. Yeah, it's really cool. Here's the middle position. Yeah, I really like that a lot. And if you hang out with me here on the channel, you'll see me playing over the neck quite a bit. I know that some of you have some awesome tips and tricks that you use for getting the best tone out of your guitar. Please drop a comment below and let all of us know what those tips and tricks are. And I will see all of you over on the next video.